Often people ask the question, what do I do to prepare for the hike? One of the strong suggestions that I make is go out and do a 4-day hike. Now, the reason for doing a 4-day hike is to find out what it's like to get out and go 20 to 25 kilometers in any one day. It also gives you the opportunity to check out your boots, check out your backpack, find out what it's like to get up in the morning and pack and get on the road. One of the key elements is to test your equipment. There's nothing worse than to get out there and find out that something's digging in. You need to be able to check it out and find out what equipment works. In the early testing of my equipment, I found out that my backpack was too large. I ended up getting an ultralight backpack that ended up working a lot better. It also gives you a chance to practice the walk 47 minutes, take a 10-minute break. Some people walk 50 minutes and take a 10-minute break because they like to stay within the hour. When you take the break, you want to take off your shoes. You want to check your feet. You want to find out if there's any hot spots. You want to dry off your socks and maybe put some Vaseline on to make sure that everything's lubricated there. When you're checking out the backpack, Coyote indicated to me that what you do is every time you take off the backpack, you loosen everything off and then start from scratch. When you're out there doing your hikes, you might want to take a look at where you're hiking. And I think you need to be careful in my case because I thought that I could hike along the side of the highway. Well, my RCMP officer thought differently and wanted to know what was I doing out there. I explained I was just training for my Camino hike. In order to prepare for my hike, I did some 3-day hikes as well with Patricia. We varied the terrain, we varied the weather, and we tried out different situations in order to get a feel for the boots, get a feel for the walking poles, get a feel for what it's like to do 3 days hike. Beautiful countryside up on the Seymour Mountains, and we had a chance to test out everything on our hikes. Particularly, we found out the testing the rain clothes. We also found out what it was like to take the breaks. Take the breaks. Check your shoes. Take a sandwich. And because much of the hiking will be urban hiking, you'll want to do hikes just on regular pavement because the Camino has a variety of terrain. I wanted to make sure that I had climate change, so that I made sure that I did some hiking in Hawaii. When you're on the Camino, you're going to have a variety of climate changes, and that's a good reason to check it out. You're also going to have a variety of terrain. I don't think you'll ever face anything quite as steep as this, but that was one of my training programs in Hawaii. Test out the rain clothes. The rain clothes were absolutely critical. How are you going to know if the rain hat or the jacket work? Well, you'll find out if they work by getting out there and testing.